what you're thinking if you would be in that position in the House. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, Common Core, one of the things that I think any state rep is going to have to do is, we're all generalists. There might be certain areas, obviously Kevin's been a private business owner, I've been an educator, so we have our own specialties, our own backgrounds, but we're oftentimes going to have to look to others to help us with the specifics. And so I've talked to some folks. I know Russ Adams, I've had a couple of his students, he's a school superintendent in Orange City, and a couple of his kids have been students in my class. And Russ's view on Common Core I think is really interesting. He says, hey, Common Core, the term has just become so toxic in the political culture wars and stuff. He goes, we want high standards. That's probably a better way to put it. We want high standards. We don't want anybody writing our curriculum. Leave that to the locals, right? Education is a local issue. We get funding from the state, but it's still a local issue. We primarily fund it with our property taxes. And then, superintendents, they serve at the pleasure of the folks that we elect for the school board, right? People that we go to church with and that we rub shoulders with at the grocery store and stuff. So they're the ones that are going to hold them accountable and let them write the curriculum and make those curricular decisions. So,
well, I can tell you right now on this stage, there's nobody that's probably talked about Common Core more than myself. And the bottom line is Senator Brad Zahn in the state Senate has proposed a bill that would demolish Iowa Core. And I would take that and I would absolutely sponsor that and put that through in the Iowa House. Common Core is something that I knew going into this was a problem, but I had no clue until I started knocking doors. And I found out just how passionate parents truly are about it. They cannot stand the math. They say that the English and the literary context that they're reading are weak. One of them showed me a book. It was called The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And said, this is what my 8th grader's reading. Why is an 8th grader reading that book? And we have a horrible rating when it comes to history in this state as well. I am absolutely 100% opposed to Common Core in any sense. The only people that have come and supported it to me and have told me that I'm wrong are actually just 2 educators from this county. But when you go and talk to hundreds and thousands of parents around the county, they can't stand it. So yes, I will absolutely lead the fight on Common Core, and I'm very passionate about that too.
Thank you.
I've been to the superintendent here in the school, to Chad, and to Don Ortman. I've been to Sioux Center to Pat O'Donnell. I've gone to the Christian school here in town, and I've gone to the Netherlands Reformed Christian School here in town. And I've talked to all those people, and they all tell me the same thing. Common Core is not the problem. All it is a roadmap of how to get to the end. Okay? Pat O'Donnell told me he's got 6 4th grade classes over there in Sioux Center. He said now he knows with Common Core, with the Iowa Core, that they're all going to be at the same place at the end of the 4th grade. They're not going to have some that are not quite there, and they're not going to have some that are ahead. All the teachers have to go to the same spot. What he explained to me, what Pat O'Donnell explained to me was, 20 years ago, nobody had a cell phone. And for us that are older and got into the first computers, you had a floppy disk that actually was floppy. Okay, what are we going to have in 20 years from now? He said he feels that Common Core is making our kids use their minds and find different ways to problem solve so that in 20 years when there's jobs out there, these kids are going to be able to figure out how to do them. The jobs that are here today are not going to be here in 20 years. The world is just changing. Everything's going to change. And all the superintendents, the teachers that I've talked to, sure there's things that they don't like about it, but they're all in favor of at least we have a standard we know we have to shoot for. And that's what they're working on. So I guess I'm not against Iowa Core. I would not vote to eliminate